are here in response to the circular we received and the rumors going around that VIN valuation has been scrapped. I want to assure you that there is nothing like that. The circular that came out was just like a reminder to examination and valuation officers on ways they should perform their duty, they should continue to perform their duty effectively. It has nothing to do with what is going around, that the system has been scrapped. It's still fully operational, and we are up to it, and we are ensuring that the system works perfectly. VIN valuation, as you all know, was introduced over a year ago in order to harmonize, simplify, and standardize values of vehicles. And the bottom line of all that, we should all know, is in line with the Trade Facilitation Agreement, which Nigeria is a signatory to. But on top of it, on top of the standardization, the simplification, and harmonization of value is transparency. And over time, that issue of transparency, we are having challenges on it. Because the system demands that when you impute, when a declarant inputs his VIN number, certain details on the vehicle will come out. Right at the bottom of that page, there is a column for transaction value. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, many of the declarants are not adhering to that. They now go for the base values of some of these vehicles. And once you do that, you are calling for intervention. Because we know, as valuation officers, as examination officers, we have seen practically what your vehicle looks like. For instance, you have a Range Rover autobiography. All of us know the range, the value range of such vehicles. But since we have series of Range Rovers, some of you go for the list in the system, and you put it as your transaction value, which is wrong. And the moment you put it, the system will accept. And once the system accepts that, you feel it's a system-given value. No. It's because you are not transparent. You are supposed to impute your invoice value at that level. If it is $70,000, that is what you should impute. That is why transparency comes in. The moment you put in a value that is not acceptable, all of us know all the rules on valuation method. When transaction value is not acceptable, we now move down to transaction value based on similar or identical items. That's where the valuation officer will now look at similar value of this kind of vehicle, which will eventually be applied for you. And now, because of your action of not being transparent, you now call for intervention. You call for delay. So at this point, I think it's necessary for us to inculcate the habit of being transparent in order to allow this system to work. The owners of the vehicle should submit to you the accurate invoice values of these vehicles so that it will enhance your work as agents, as brokers, so that you won't face delays. We need to start being transparent in order to facilitate trade in this environment. All of us know that we are being referred to as a model port. Proudly, I will say that. PTML is being regarded every time, anywhere you go, as being a model port. And so far, so good. We've been able to stick. Even it might not be 100% though, but to a great extent, the officers here and some stakeholders here have been able to live up to expectation in terms of getting along with procedures. So I'm appealing to all of us to know that the issue of cancellation of valuation is far from what is being circulated. There is nothing like that. It's still very much in operation, and we continue to work to improve on it. We'll continue to facilitate compliant traders so that the faster you move out your cargo, the better for us, the better for you. Now, I think you remember we have, when this VIN valuation was rolled out, we had some documents last year. I still have them. We have operational documents for how this VIN valuation should be operated. I'm sure some of you must have forgotten this. I was this evaluation when this thing was rolled out, and we still have them. All the procedures are clearly stated. And after this meeting, we are going to circulate this as a reminder to declarants and to officers as well, so that we can refresh our minds. When you step out of these procedures, you are calling for, automatically you are kicking away facilitation. That's what it means. So all of us, I am appealing to all of us, let's try as much as possible to work within the procedures laid down for us. And like I said earlier on, this is the second time we are meeting this month. This is the second time. It's not because we like chatting or we like meeting or we like looking at our faces. It has become mandatory for us as it is. The new Custom Act is now in force, and Section 24 of it, is it 24 or 29? 29, sorry. Section 29 of the Custom Act ensures that there is this customs stakeholder consultation. Section 29 of the Custom Act ensures that we have this kind of consultations from time to time. And also, the Trade Facilitation Agreement gives room for that. The World Customs Organization, the 10 building blocks, one of them is stakeholder customs partnership. So you can see that what we do here is not strange. We are all guided by procedures.
For what you have explained so far, I ask a question here. This second-hand vehicle is priced the same all over the world? That's what, because you are saying we should put the invoice. If I bought my own, I assume $10, and that person may go somewhere and buy his own $5. So will the price be the same? I'm learning. And if I'm mistaken, you put me on another. Secondly, sir, thirdly, when do we go to valuation? Is it before we capture the job? Valuation, we go and do exam, go and do exam, and determine the vehicle before we go to process it. So that not after somebody has got a process and then coming back, one story comes up or the other. Please, that's the area I want to be clarified. Thank you.
Valuation, you have a guide. Valuation, this evaluation. I think you have a guide on all the values of the trim. Make it available for everybody so that they can know it's not something, there are certain values you can't go below, no matter what it is. You cannot go below that because it's not acceptable. Now, we have a whole lot of values on trims, which I think valuation has. And now, the new Custom Act has made things very easy as it is. Section 24, advanced ruling. Advanced ruling as it is, as time goes on, we are going to have a system, or we already have a system, where you can forward in your application, get details on your consignment, issues of classification, issue of value related, issue of rules of origin, anything you need to know in form of application, you submit to customs. Anything you want to know on an item, Section 24. It deals with advanced ruling, which the management sat on and they've deliberated on it already. It's in the new Custom Act. So you get all the details on the transaction that you are going to carry out, and it's going to be binding between the applicant and Nigeria Customs. When you do that, you get information, then you now process with your declaration smoothly. It's one of the issues being adopted to facilitate trade and ensure that there is no delay in cargo clearance. I think I will encourage everybody, you learn more about it and you take advantage of that opportunity. It's going to facilitate easy clearance of cargo. So, to hit it, you can consult with, all of you, consult with Evaluation. They have values on trims. Get it. When you get it, believe me, you use it, nobody is going to stop you. It makes it easy. It makes your clearance easy. You can be in the comfort of your, you say you own DTI. When you get this detail, give it to your, let them, the moment you have so vehicle, make sure your values are within that, you proceed. Standard, non-standard, you already have idea. But what most of you do before now is to get the base value on all. You have any trim at all, you use base value. It's not correct, and it's not proper. No, you know, sorry. Listen, my brother, listen. You know, we are all in, when you talk of requesting, there is no way you request for a value valuation will not give you.
What happens is that most of the times,
Except some of you, unfortunately, some of you, you don't even know the trim that you are coming for. Or when you know, you hide the facts of the trim. That is just it.